that should have given us another military factory, which we can spend on some tanks. Maybe some trucks. Trucks are probably more needed right now.
And the U.S. is doing what?
The U.S. It looks like the communists are losing, kind of. It's actually hard to say. With the humiliation of Switzerland, we must now be more prepared than ever to war with France and our allies. Wait, what? Did the Swiss surrender to... Oh, they surrendered some territory, it looks like, but not all of it.
Oof. I feel like war with France is imminent.
Yeah, it's coming. I just wish we could generate enough manpower to fill our damn divisions.
We're getting there.
Yeah.
God,
Yeah,
the U.S.
so-
is in such a horrible situation.
Well, they've pushed almost up to Pittsburgh. The feds have. Oh, did they just lose Washington? Holy what? Okay, hang on. So, brutal civil war has erupted in Romania after unsuccessful domestic policy of the Iron Guard, who are the fascists basically, brought general dissatisfaction amongst the population. This was used by a group of pro-monarchist officers to seize control of Bessarabia and the northern parts of Romania, with the goal of toppling the Iron Guard regime and reinstating the monarchy. So that would be good for us.
Yep, and we will support it if they ask.
Yeah. So, but the Balkan Alliance is going to be helping them, so Belgrade Pact. Civil war everywhere.
Yep, the world is... Oh, dang. I think Spain is in trouble.
Yeah, I think the Carlists might take it, which is not the worst thing that could happen, as long as the communists don't win. Or the anarcho-socialists, I should say.
The feds look like they're stabilizing a little bit, but
Well,
they lost Washington.
Yeah, they're losing bad in Chesapeake region there. So I guess New England and the Pacific states ceded peacefully. Maybe one of the developers can explain to us what exactly happened there, since we didn't.
All right, Spain fighting back a little
get a
bit.
pop up about it. There's like so much to watch. I don't even know.
How's Russia doing?
Russia
has this well under control.
They've almost got back Moscow,
which would be it. I think that's the end of the conflict.
Yeah, they've retaken Kursk, and yeah, I think the Soviets are going to collapse.
That's good news.
Yeah, that's very good news for us. What we don't want under any circumstances is communist Spain, communist France, communist Britain, and communist Russia, and the communist U.S.
That's World War II.
All coming for our asses. All right, so we've completed the William Grainer plan. Might as well go with the Schacht plan to expand our civilian industry.
Yep.
Hjalmar Schacht is a prominent figure from the finance department of the Kaiserreich with many years of experience in the banking industry. There are few men who understand the economic recessions and how to treat them better than Schacht. He warns that the reconstruction will take time, but the end result will be most rewarding. Only time will tell.
We'll take it.
Yeah.
Yep. I think the Soviets are about done.
Yes.
I think Kingdom of Spain is about done too.
Not the anarchists. Not the anarchists.
That's not good.
Anyone but them. Potential increase in stability. So we can spend 150 to get good stability. Absolutely.
Do it. We're now a very stable country.
Yeah.
Which will need to be.
Definitely. Oh yeah, I forgot there's the Socialist Republic of Italy down here too. In Sicily. Yes, they retook Moscow. We'll be drinking White Russians tonight. Meanwhile...
Which are so much superior to the Archer invention, the Green Russians.
Oh, did they really let Kursk get surrounded again?
Dang it.
Alright, construction 2 is completed. Do we have any... Can't start working on the bomb yet. That's going to be important down the line.
I absolutely think it will be.
Yeah, let's see. Support companies. could go ahead and get maintenance companies. Can't research Panzer
No,
3.
all that's way too far ahead of time.
Oh, probably want to get interwar artillery. We're pretty far beyond interwar at this point. I think we're almost to the Second War. Lithuania has asked for help. The Lithuanians are asking we help them recreate the Commonwealth. Oh, all right. Okay. I can get on board with that.
I could absolutely get on board with that.
Supporting them would create both a strong ally and keep Poland out of the Habsburgs' hands. However, some worry it would weaken our own position in the region, and instead we should support the Friedrich Christian Witten to become the new king of Poland. So we could pressure the Poles to reinstate the personal union between Poland and Lithuania. We could pressure them to elect someone who will be friendly to us and we don't interfere. I think we should try to recreate the Commonwealth.
That'd be a strong ally.
Yeah.
Could potentially be a very strong ally.
Definitely.
Yeah, it seems like the Russians keep shooting themselves in the foot with Kursk in the south.
Yeah. An envoy from Poland. The new king of Poland has sent us a message asking for Poland to join Middle Europa. I guess so. I mean...
Yes. Our faction just gained an ally.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's very,
we
very
needed
good.
that.
Yep.
They had to quote a very famous football coach. They were exactly who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook.
Well, they're losing a lot of their industrial heartland. They've lost a lot.
But they're literally sticking in the war because they keep whooping Russian butt in Kursk.
Basically,
that is literally the only reason they are hanging around.
Yep. So we'll see if they can recover from that. Russia is the Kingdom of Russia. The Whites are fighting a two-front war, but the second front is like really okay. So the Carlists won,
but they did not destroy the CN.
Jewish immigrants from Algeria. Here's a chance to turn history on the other foot here. The military junta in Algiers. So that's in France. They're the ones oppressing the Jews this time. It's growing increasingly hostile against its Jewish population. While many Algerian Jews have decided to immigrate to Palestine, others have decided to try their luck.
We welcome them.
Of course we're going to welcome them. I want to see what... So the other options would be basically losing less political power. And France... Well, France is going to hate us no matter what, yeah. We'll take the 1,400 manpower.
We will. And it's gone.
Yep. And we already used it up. And now you guys get to be in the army.
Yeah.
A civilian industry continues, which, by the way, there were actually a lot of German Jewish soldiers in the German army in World War I. There's some pretty cool pictures of that if you look it up. The civilian industry continues to expand and are shocked we're slowly building up toward total recovery. There's without a doubt still some way to go, but Hjalmar assures us that we're getting closer to restoring our economy every day. Oh yeah, we got a free research slot that's been open for I don't know how long. That's still ahead of time. I guess we should go ahead and get support company or maintenance companies. Gonna need them for our tanks eventually.
See, they're going to retake Kursk and Orel, but they're going to do so in an organic fashion, not as a salient, which will be good.
Definitely. Logistics, signal. Don't know if any of that's high priority right now. Anti-tank guns might be a good investment right now.
They would be. If the French have any wisdom at all, they are building their tank forces up. Give the Soviets this. They are holding up. Like they're surviving.
Our popularity is rising. Excellent. So I think
we're at negative political power though, so we got to watch it.
Yeah, we should recover that pretty easily now, because now we're going to be getting... We're almost to the point where we're going to be back to getting 0.75 per day. Yeah, see, this is just a brutal front to fight on. I'm not that worried about the Siberians screwing up the war. Soviets are sticking in it. I mean,
I wish we could send volunteers.
They're strategically on the back foot at this point, but they're winning enough tactical victories to remain competitive. Oh, please, Carlists, please, we'll praise Carl, praise Javier. Minister supports his ideology. Our current government contains a minister of a different ideology. The specific person started supporting his own ideology, damaging our party popularity. So we can gain popularity of other parties, or we can lose political power. I don't think 5%'s that bad.
I don't really either.
I mean, we can start replacing some of these authoritarian Democrats. We even have a paternal autocrat in our government. We need to get rid of some of those guys.
Come on, finish these guys.
Finish it! Popularity is rising.
Excellent. And we should be about at the point
almost. It's
God,
worth taking those events.
I want to send the Russians volunteers so bad.
I know. I don't know why. I would have to look up the rules of the mod, because all it says is your country is not allowed to send volunteers, but it doesn't say why. And there's no, like, modifier saying that we can't send volunteers, and our party doesn't say that we're not allowed to send volunteers, so I'm not sure where that's coming from. So, Kaiserreich guys, I know you watch our videos, so please let us know, or include something in a future version of the mod telling us why we can't send volunteers. Those volunteers are just disabled for the whole mod, which could be the case. So we didn't really create the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, but we did get Poland into our faction. So that's a win in my eyes. All right, completing the shocked plan. With our civilian
full recovery.
Industry once again strong but not yet booming, we're required to take just a few more steps. Soon enough, the German industry will tower above the rest of the world once more, as the steady influx of resources from the colonies assure a massive production boost.
Oh, it looks like the Russians are about to do another big breakthrough.
I don't think the Soviets have the
industrial
resources to win this. American Union is kind of collapsing,
and the U.S. is actually holding very strong.
I mean, other than the fact that they've lost,
they're about to lose the coast.
Well, here's the thing: if they lose Norfolk, downfall and stability, really? Okay, well, we were only at -10, but if they lose Norfolk, they've pretty much just got Denver, because the whole Pacific coast is a separate country now. So our prediction about them possibly having to fall back to Denver is going to potentially be correct. Which, by the way, we showed in our U.S. imperialism game where the exact province where Loresworn is located was here, but we're actually now here. So if this gets overrun, that would mean bad things for us. Or no, actually, I think we were here before.
We were.
Here, yeah, because we were about a straight north. This is kind of misleading because Denver's not really in the mountains. It's kind of out here a little bit.
Yeah.
But, yeah. The placement usually is not perfect in Paradox games for specific cities that are not
computing.
All right. Petrograd, which was never renamed to Leningrad because Lenin in this timeline was probably killed during the first round of the Russian Civil War, where the Soviets did not win. Minister supports his ideology. That's okay. Popularity is rising. Excellent. I think our popularity is staying pretty much static because of ministers of other parties supporting their own ideologies. The Ma clique has gone to war with Ma clique. Sorry, I had to make that joke.
You're not sorry.
The Chinese NPA, which is National Protection Alliance, which are paternal autocrats led by Han Feng. So you go ahead and do that. As long as our part of China is safe, you go ahead and do that. Okay, so Kursk, I think, is not going to be retaken at this point.
Probably.
No.
Well, because the front is not insane.
There's a pocket there that's going to get overrun. Yeah, so the whites have this.
That's incredible news.
I'm not worried
because
about
I think the
Siberia.
communists have the American Civil War.
It's quite possible. Quite possible. I mean, the U.S. has a lot of strategic depth, but as of 1930, there's not a lot of infrastructure out here. Even Colorado only has 5 factory slots. Let's see. We're ahead of time on all this construction tech. We could definitely start... Let's dedicate one of these to air doctrine. Battlefield support. I mean, that's what the German Air Force did in actual World War II. I don't really see any reason to not do that. The oil of Ploiesti. After Romania's defeat in the Weltkrieg, we were promised control over rich oil fields of Ploiesti. Our spies report, however, that the current dictator, Codreanu, is about to nationalize the oil fields. With the current crisis, though, any attempt to stop him would spark fears of war and drive away capital, wrecking us financially. So we can bribe ministers, minus 50 political power, arrange for an accident, get rid of the dictator, or do nothing.
I'd arrange for the accident.
All right. Political assassination it is.
Whoops.
All right, we
Good.
completed the shock plan. Full recovery. After years of economic failure and crisis, the German industry have finally recovered. We can once again finally compete with the rest of the world. Thank God for Shocked and Greener. We bypassed the focus and economy recovered. Cool.
Our economy wasn't...
Unfortunately, our assassin has failed. We knew killing Codreanu was a long shot, but it was worth a try. We can expect Codreanu to nationalize the oil fields any day now. If he also stops the shipments, we may have no choice but to invade.
And we would.
Do we have an avenue of invasion? We do, actually. We could invade through Ukraine.
And we would
Yeah.
if they took the oil fields away.
Yeah, I think that might be prudent. I would still like our manpower to recover. Can we... Oh, we can eventually change our manpower law. Yeah,
To limited conscription.
once we have enough political power. But,
Which we keep losing.
yep. We have a research slot available. Oh, excellent. MG-34s. Hell yeah.
Oh, I think the final breakthrough is coming.
Yeah. The assassination of Ambassador Albert Dufour-Florence. Our ambassador to Austria was found dead in his home in Munich today.
Alas, poor Albert. We knew him
The evidence
not
has
at all.
clearly shown that he was murdered by a French anarcho-syndicalist named Gustave Bouvet. Bouvet was found boarding the fast train from Berlin to Bucharest, where he planned on crossing the Black Sea into Georgia. There is no evidence this was planned by the French, but it is an outrage just the same. The execution of the assassin is enough to satisfy the people. We lose political power, or it's time to stand up to these anarchists. This means war. Increases world tension by 3, political power plus 100. Britain, Russia, and France gain warmongering brutes against German Empire, minus 100 opinion. And German Empire declares war on the Commune of France, plus 25,000 manpower.
So we would go to war and
So we can start World War II today.
Right now, if we want to.
If we wanted to.
are we strong enough?
See, I wish I knew this event was coming, or I could say, give us a month or something, because here's the problem. Actually, it says we're vastly outnumbered on the French border. So never mind about that. Where is this army? Okay, they're on the Russian border.
The Russians are going to win.
So if we pulled these guys to Amsterdam... Because I'm worried about the Dutch. That's the upshot of all of this. I'm worried about having an undefended border with the Dutch, who are currently part of the Third International.
I don't know that now is the time for war, honestly.
We really can't. But man, 100 political power, 25,000 manpower, or lose 60 political power. It's tough. That's a tough choice.
I don't know that we're in the tactical position to not suffer an immediate setback in a conflict, though. Could we recover? Yes, but I think the war would start out very positively for the Internationale, and that would suck.
Well, we do have a lot of allies. We have Poland, we have the Baltic countries, we have Ukraine, we have Ruthenia, we have a lot of our colonies. Are any of our colonies threatened? No, that's the Entente, so we're not threatened by them right now. Well, how about this? We can save the game and end the episode here, and you guys tell us what you want us to do.
That sounds great.
I have a feeling I know how the vote's going to go, but at the very least, if you guys do vote for war, this will give us some time to plan. Yeah. It's going to be interesting either way. It's definitely going to be interesting. So yeah, that'll be the end of this episode. I think we'd be able to pull it off. I'm not ultra confident we'd be able to pull it off, but I think with our knowledge of this game and wait, is Switzerland? Okay, so the Swiss Confederation, what's left of it, is not in the International. So theoretically, all of these nations should remain neutral and should not join our enemies. We also have some options here in terms of Flanders, Wallonia, Lithuania, White Ruthenia. We can get Ireland on our side. We can get the Cossacks on our side. We can get Burma on our side eventually. So, yeah. Loresworn.com is our website. We're at Loresworn Order.
How this game goes going forward is kind of up to you.
Yeah, I'm at AsaTJ. DM is at DM Schmeier, and I think there's some big stuff coming in the next episode, regardless of what you guys pick. And yes, it does look like the freaking communists are gonna win the American Civil War, so that'll be interesting. And we'll catch you guys next time.